Okay, so today in this class we'll discuss about the daemon threads from multi-threading concept in unit 3. So we'll discuss daemon threads. So try to remember this is a very important concept, daemons. So before going to see daemon threads in the daemon threads. So before going that one, there is one concept is there, deadlock. So deadlock is it is also the concept which you will see in OS operating system, because multi-processing system there is a chance to get deadlock. Deadlock is nothing but so just to go through the points here, 2 points are there. Actually, it is not. So just to go through, it's not in our syllabus. So even though it is better to know, so because multi-threading concept or multi-processing concept, there is a chance to get this. So being a programmer, uh, we have to take care like that. The deadlock should not occur. So that we have to take prevention techniques. We have to perform prevention technique itself. Those prevention techniques are nothing but the previous concepts on by using synchronized concept, as well as way to notify all these things. If you perform all these concepts very perfectly, then there won't be a chance of getting deadlocks. So deadlock is nothing but it is a circular dependency, synchronized circular dependency among the threads. For example, consider there are two threads. Two threads are there. A thread is waiting for the resource which is held by B thread, and B thread is waiting for the resource which is held by A thread. Now see the situation. A is also waiting, B is also waiting. A thread, when will it starts the execution means whenever B releases the resource. When B will start the execution is whenever A releases the resource. Then this situation won't, it won't be solved, because both are in waiting state. Who will release? Because those themselves have to release those resources. Then that execution will be continued. So that is the problem with deadlock. Whenever deadlock occurs, it is very difficult to solve. That's why being a programmer, before itself, we have to take the proper precaution, proper pre pre measures like synchronization, all these things, so that we can stop the deadlock concept. Okay, so that is about deadlock. No need to worry about that. That's you will see more about in voice operating system subject. In fact, you will be having one separate unit for that one. Process synchronization, like one separate unit will be there. The entire unit will study about this that process synchronization concept. Okay, now next concept is very important concept, daemon threads. Okay, daemon threads. Is it visible? Screen is visible. Is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So daemon threads. So what is meant by daemons? General meaning of daemons. Daemons and ఏంటి?
Ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts. I mean, ఆత్మలు అంటాం అన్నమాట తెలుగులో, ఆత్మలు ఆ దయ్యాలు అంటాం. సో will you believe that? Will you
Spirits.
that? Spirits. I mean, ఉన్నాయి నమ్ముతారా? ఉన్నాయని అనుకుంటున్నారు. I mean, what is your opinion? Demons are there or not? Just tell actually you won't speak subjects. At least for general concepts, try to interact. I told you to you should interact. Then only there is a chance to improve your communications. Otherwise, you'll be like that only. Final year, it is very difficult to open your mouth. I'm telling you so many times, but nobody they are utilizing. They are not listening. Okay, demons means those are spirits. I mean, ghosts like that. So that is ఎందుకు ఆ పేరు పెట్టారంటే demons we cannot see. చూస్తామా? Will we see those?
No, sir.
చూడలేమన్నమాట. చూస్తే భయపడతాం కాబట్టి మనం కనిపించం. సో చూడలేం. In the same manner, the threads, demon threads means those are background threads. Try to understand. Those are the background threads those will provide some service to the user threads. User threads ki background lo కొన్ని services ఇస్తా ఉంటారు. Those are demands. Those will not cannot those are not important. Low priority. Okay, low priority threads and those are not important threads. So those threads will be used to provide some services to the user threads. Okay, in background లో జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. For example, in Java runtime system, the garbage collection is one concept. So garbage collection will be done by using daemon threads. Daemon threads, some background threads will be running. Those threads will perform that concept, garbage collection, some those threads. And another important concept is, so the daemon threads are very low priority threads and no importance for them, for those. So that the JVM won't mind of those daemon threads, even though those daemon threads are performing execution. The JVM won't wait for those completion of those daemon threads. Whenever all the user defined threads and all the main threads, everything is completed, even though in background some daemon threads are still running, JVM won't wait for that one. It stops that, it terminates those daemon threads and it stops the execution, because those priorities very less. Those are not important. So that's what. So daemon threads will not. I mean, daemon threads will not have the power to uh, stop the JVM from terminating the program, because daemon threads are just background threads and low priority threads and less important threads. Just those will provide some services, and those services are not that much important for user thread. Okay, for all those services will come, user thread will perform is even some even better, will provide better performance. Okay, so that's why daemon threads. So just to go through the points. So this 3 points is that thing only. So those will learn low priority threads, if those perform in background like that. So JVM executing JVM, what it does now. So if at all, for example, in a program there are 3 threads out there and 1 main thread, totally 4 threads. Those 4 threads are non-daemon threads, means user defined or main threads. So if at all JVM is once all those 4 threads completes the execution, JVM automatically stops the program, even though there are some daemon threads are running in inside the, I mean, in background. Okay. So that is about daemon threads. Now, for example, if you want to convert a user-defined thread into daemon thread, you can perform. So that can be done by using set daemon method, by using the built-in method set daemon. So we can set any method, any thread as a daemon thread just by making the status as true inside that parameter. So we have to give that parameter as true, then that user-defined thread will become daemon thread. So once that thread will become converted into daemon thread, automatically the priority and the preference of that thread will become reduced, because it has been converted into daemon. So that's what, from user defined to daemon, so the priority will become, preference will become low. So that's what we can convert like that. We can explicitly convert like that. That is depends on our requirement. If at all any work which is not that much important, which won't impact the JVM's program's execution, all those threads we can keep as daemon threads. We can convert as daemon threads. And if at all any thread, or for example, some threads are there in our program, if and we are new to that program, if you want to know that either that thread is the daemon thread or not, so we can identify by using the isDaemon method. So second one. So this is also another built-in method which identifies, which gives the information about that thread, either it is daemon thread or not. Okay, to check that thread as a daemon thread or not, current thread. So this is about daemon threads. Any doubts in this concept? Daemon threads. So just by name, that name, you can you remember the concept. Demons means those are the spirits or ghosts. You cannot see. You will not see those, and those will have not that much importance. Important. If those are influencing our human life, then will give importance. Actually, some people they won't believe like that. Those are existing. So those demons in general. those are low priority, low preference. We won't worry about demons now. Now we are worrying about corona one. So that's why. So demon, just by seeing that name, you can just understand the concept. Any doubt?
Sir, that means it is implicitly.
Implicitly, some demons threads will be there for Java runtime system, or explicitly we can we can create the daemon threads also. Can create. For example, and one other thing is once we create a daemon thread class, so that class then whatever the thread which will be created from them, that daemon thread class, all those will become automatically daemons. So no need to define again explicitly, no need to define again, because those threads have been derived from daemon thread once on the daemon thread class. For example, one user thread is there. We converted that user thread to the daemon thread. From that thread, again, if we derive some more threads, so those threads will automatically become the daemon threads. So that is also another important point. Yeah, tell me any doubts.
Sir, which are not useful threads anymore, we will make them as
yeah.
demons.
Not useful means not those will perform some low priority actions. I mean, those tasks, those instructions, those tasks are not that much important. Those won't influence our actual execution. Those type of tasks you can keep as a daemon. Even though those daemon threads are terminated in between the execution, also, I mean, that won't affect the actual outputs. Such type of threads, such type of actions can keep as daemon threads. Yeah, any more doubts? Other boys and girls? Daemon threads. Just to go through the points. Any point you are?
Sir, can I explain method, sir?
What? Naveen?
Methods explain, sir. Two methods ఉన్నాయి కదా, sir.
Two methods. First method is for to convert, to make one user-defined thread as daemon. User-defined thread to daemon thread గా convert చేయడం. First one. Second one is the current thread. Whatever the threads which are being executed in the CPU, so we can identify those threads are daemon thread or not. So to know about that those threads are daemon threads or not. Because if program want to be terminated, I mean execution must be terminated, then JVM no need to worry about those daemon threads. Whatever, either if at all those are in execution state also, JVM automatically terminates the program. Because those are not, I mean, daemon threads will not be having any preference. Naveen, have you understood, Naveen, about two methods? First method is for to convert the current thread as daemon thread. Second one is to know that current thread as a daemon thread or not. Yeah. Any more doubts in this concept? So actually, this concept is not there in our textbook. That complete reference. So that's why try to listen well and try to, if you want to get this information, try to some other refer some other textbook as well as refer in internet also. You get some more information. So that's why I kept on program also here, just to go through this program here. So one thread has been created. That thread name is that class name is daemon thread. It extends from thread class. So automatically in step one itself, this class and the objects of this class will automatically become threads. Okay. Next run method is there inside this thread. So this thread, the class, what it is going to do is simply it prints the either that thread and thread name. That's it. So that's it. This thread duty is printing the thread information. Now in the main method, we created three threads: T1, T2, T3, T threads. So here we are making this T1 thread as daemon thread. See in this line. So try to see the cursor here. So in this line, we are converting this T1 thread as daemon thread by making status as true. Set to daemon true means that is the daemon. False means it's not the daemon. It's not daemon thread like that. So after say making this daemon thread, we are starting that thread. So the run method will be executed, and it checks that either that is the current thread is daemon or is daemon. It's true only. So it prints this thread is the daemon thread, like that. It output will come. Next to second thread, we are not making the second thread as daemon. Just we are starting that thread. So run method will be executed. So this thread is not a daemon thread. So status is daemon is false. Else part will be executed. So it is not a daemon thread, just a user thread. Next to third thread, now we are making it as a daemon thread. So its run method shows that it is a daemon like that. So another important point is before starting the daemon thread, first you have to convert that thread as daemon. Then only you have to start the daemon thread. Otherwise, then only it will be considered as a daemon thread. Otherwise, it won't. It will be otherwise it will be assumed as user thread only. So you have to convert the normal thread as daemon thread, and then only you have to start that thread. You have to start the execution of that. So any doubt in this program? Any line? Just to go through the program, see line by line, and tell me if you have any doubt. So here in this program, just simply how to convert the normal thread as to daemon threads, and if at all the daemon thread is there, based on the if condition, it will print. If or else part is not, if at all that is not a daemon thread. Threaded T1 and T3 are daemon threads. Threaded T2 was user thread like that. So this program will demonstrate that information. Any more doubt? These two methods are important. Set a daemon method as well as use daemon method. Okay. Any more doubt?
Sir,
Yeah. Tell this.
ఎవరో ఎందుకు చెప్తారు మే
Yeah.
డైలాగ్
which thread is going to be first executed, sir?
Here, so we are starting first to T1 only, na? T1 thread only starts first. Next line
But
T2
it is
thread
daemon
starts.
thread, sir.
Daemon thread. T1 is daemon thread. Next T2 thread starts. It is normal thread because we are not converting that thread as a daemon thread. Next,
Daemon thread
yeah. Tell me.
that is, sir.
It's not clear. Once
Sir,
again,
T2 thread has daemon thread has low priority, sir.
yeah, of course. It will run in background.
Then T2.
What will be the output, sir?
Output, the first it will T1 information will be printed first. Next to T2, next to T3 information. What's your doubt? Without
T1 is daemon, sir.
yeah, it's a daemon
It
thread.
has low priority. Then T2
Yeah.
thread.
Of course, yeah, low priority. Then your
That's why
doubt is
T2 has to be the first, sir. Then T1.
no, this now it is not synchronized one. Here it is this program is not synchronized, it is asynchronous. We are not implementing any synchronized all these things. So asynchronous, so all the threads will perform parallelly only. All the threads starts the parallel. That priority concept will
Sir,
come
then-
whenever yeah.
Then what is the use of this putting daemon threads here or there?
That's what this is for referring purpose. How to convert the user thread as a daemon thread. So just to know how to convert, how to use those methods. But that one simple program, that's it. In a big application, in a real-time application, there, whatever the if at all a thread which is not that much important, we can make that one as a daemon thread like that. The execution of that thread will not impact the output of the program. We can convert that thread as daemon thread. So that those will you have to decide. Being a software engineer, while doing the real-time application, you have to decide those I mean, you have to make the decision. So priority concepts will come. So whenever there is a so multi-threading concept, and those are synchronized concepts. At that time, priority concept would come. Which thread first, which thread second, like. Okay, any more doubts?
Sir, before
Yeah,
going to start the thread only, we have to set it as daemon.
yeah, absolutely. That is the important point. So next slide, all that information will be there here. So see, first point itself. If you want to make a thread as daemon thread, we must use daemon thread before it starts. Before going to start the start method, we have to convert as a daemon thread. That is important. So next, if the daemon thread is there, then any thread which is created from that thread is automatically daemon itself. That's second point. So next last point is when we have to use this concept. When means whenever there is no preference of some instructions, those instructions we can make as daemon threads. So this is about daemon thread concept. Okay. So next last topic in third unit is thread group. Okay. So just to go through the thread groups in the Java. So thread group means we know multi-threading concept, there will be more number of threads in a program. And we can, what is the importance of thread group means? So we can the collection of threads we can keep in a group if at all those are going to perform some action once. So which are performing a related work. So అవన్నీ ఒక థ్రెడ్ గా మనం గ్రూప్ గా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. For example, in a program there are 10 threads out there. Among those 10 threads, 5 threads are performing one task and 5 threads are performing another task. So that we can create 2 groups there and we can manage. So that what is the useful of this thread group mechanism? The thread group concept is it is easy to handle the multi-threading program. Easy to handle. That's the important one. That is the main object. So that third point is easy to handle that. Or another important objective is if at all that group mechanism is there, then we can perform the combined operations. That is also an easy to perform those group mechanism, group combined operations with by using some unit some set of threads. So next, all this thread groups, the mechanism will be done by using a subclass, package, that is thread group class from Lang sub package. From Lang sub package, one thread group class is there. From there, we can create some groups as thread groups by using the built-in methods of this. So now, thread group package provides 2 types of constructor to create thread groups. So first constructor is to create the group by using just name. That means one new group. If you want to create just one new group, you can use first constructor. Second constructor is if you want to create a group from already existing parent group, then you can use second constructor. So these are the 2 ways to create the groups inside the multi-threading concept. So next, this thread group class, so this built-in class provides some.
Sir, that means
methods,
in this group
methods.
class,
Yeah,
in this group class, we can create any number of threads
yeah, that's what, of course, depends on that work.
in one
Depends on-
class.
Yeah, that's what. One class you can create so as many as threads based on your requirement, based on the documentation.
In normal thread class,
That is also you can create as many as your threads based on that requirement. So previous concept without this group, that is now all the threads are in single program. Now in this concept is in a single program, some groups are there. Inside that group, those groups you can create multiple number of threads. All those with those threads will perform some action. Say same action. You can keep all those threads as one. So So the thread class built-in thread class provides these built-in methods. these are all the built-in methods of. So these built-in methods, those can be used by that thread group threads. Those threads. So this is the example for that thread group class. Creating a new group. So just go through the program. So here first we created one class that implements from interface, runnable interface. So now it is having one run method. It is what it is going to do is it tells that the name of the thread, a thread name cheptundannamata. So inside the run method. So there one main method is there. Inside that main method, what we are doing is we created one runnable new thread demo. So we created one group here. That group name is TG1. That group object name is TG1, and that group name is parent thread group. Parent thread group ane oka thread group ni create chesam. Okay. So we use this first constructor because we are creating the group. I mean as a parent itself. If at all we are creating a group from already from existing parent group, then you have to use second constructor. This is the first constructor we created on the group. In this group, we created 3 threads here, 3 threads, and that and those 3 threads are already. I mean, this they started the execution by using the start method. So once we thread has been created from that group, that thread also start. I mean, running also started. So just to see the output, observe the output and observe the statements here. Any doubts in this program? Thread group. So here we created one group. Inside that group, we created 3 threads. That's it. Read out in this program. Okay. So this is the end of the unit 3. So now what you have to do is today, tomorrow, prepare this unit 3. So day after tomorrow, I'll be having exam. So please, prepare well. So all those things are, noted actually. So because for your future mocks, future internal mocks and the lab mocks, all these mocks, all these things, this performance will be considered. So simply ఏదో మీరు కామెడీగా తీసుకుంటే మీకు రిజల్ట్స్ కూడా కామెడీగా వస్తాయి. That's what, take it serious, prepare well for that, please, and attempt that. I already told that if you perform well, I'll give prize also. Already 2 completed, so that toppers are there. Results are there with me, so I'll definitely those students will be appreciate. Okay, today, tomorrow, take time and prepare well this unit 3. Day after tomorrow, I'll be having. And another important thing is you have to prepare tech talk on this Java subject. So you need to take any topic, that's your wish. Prepare one video for up to maximum, minimum 10 minutes like that. So explain well and so prepare that video. Next tomorrow day, today, tomorrow, prepare that one. Tomorrow evening, I'll send the mail or link. There you can upload. You can send it to that link or mail. Mail anna istanu. One separate mail. You can forward to that mail as well. If all the file size is less, you can upload into the link. Link over istanu. Google Form link. You can upload there also. Or if all size is more, Google Drive link, send that Google Drive link to that mail. Okay. Any doubt in this concept up to now about TikTok or about any concepts, previous concepts, daemon threads on thread groups, all these things? Doubt and argument. So 1 minute there, 1 minute is there. Just to rejoin, I'll show the execution of all these concepts, daemon thread or thread class, thread group concepts. How many marks for TikTok? So we'll be having more marks. So so here marks are marks. Any marks can you are చేయాల్సిందే. A2. So marks అయితే ఎక్కువ మార్క్సే ఉంటాయి. 4 marks.
5 marks, sir.
Huh?
5, sir.
5 అట్లా ఏం 50 అయినా చేస్తాం. దాంట్లో మేమే కదా మార్క్స్ వేస్తే. సో విల్ కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ 50. ఆ 50 కావాలంటే ల్యాబ్ లో